All right, let's jump right into this. Welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're diving into a genuinely fascinating historical epic set right against the stunning, but seriously turbulent backdrop of ancient Egypt. We are unpacking the deeply moving life and legacy of Prophet Harun, or Aaron, peace be upon him. He's widely known as the steadfast older brother of Prophet Musa, or Moses, peace be upon him. We're going to be drawing directly from highly authenticated historical and scriptural sources today to bring this incredible narrative to life. Here's our roadmap for today. We're looking at 1. His birth under Pharaoh's rule. 2. The prayer for prophethood. 3. Confronting Pharaoh's court. 4. The golden calf trial. And finally, 5. The miracle at Mount Hor. It's a chronological journey through an amazing life, so let's get right to it. Section 1. Birth under Pharaoh's rule. It was a true mercy in some incredibly dark times. To really grasp Prophet Harun's significance, we've got to look at the extremely dark world he was born into. Ancient Egypt was locked under the absolute oppressive control of Pharaoh. I mean, he was systematically killing the newborn boys of the Israelites in its brutal campaign. Yet, right in the middle of this unimaginable terror, Allah miraculously protected Harun at birth. His arrival was literally a beacon of hope for the oppressed Israelites. Now, take a look at this number, 124,000. It's massive, right? According to trusted historical and exegetical traditions like the renowned Tafsir ibn Kathir and Tarikh al-Tabari, Allah sent roughly 124,000 prophets to guide humanity throughout history. Out of that huge number, Prophet Harun holds a highly distinguished, elevated place. He wasn't just a prophet, he was an absolutely crucial partner in one of the most famous prophetic missions in all of history. Moving right along to Section 2. The prayer for prophethood at Mount Sinai. So let's shift the scene. We're leaving the oppressive cities of Egypt and heading into the sacred, quiet isolation of Mount Sinai, also known as Kathir. This is exactly where Prophet Musa received the monumental divine command to go back and preach the truth to the tyrant Pharaoh. Recognizing just how heavy this task was going to be, Musa made a really specific, beautiful request to Allah. In Surah Taha, it says, "And appoint for me a minister from my family, Aaron, my brother, increase my strength with him." You know, this brilliantly shows his humility. He didn't want to go it alone. He saw the world-shifting weight of this prophetic mission and specifically asked for his older brother to share that massive responsibility. But you might be wondering, why Harun specifically? Well, Musa actually explains his reasoning in Surah Al-Qasas. He says, "And my brother Aaron is more eloquent than me in speech, so send him with me as a helper." Musa recognized a very specific talent in his older brother, his incredible eloquence and clear speech. And Allah accepted this beautiful, sincere prayer. Recognizing Harun's eloquence, Allah officially elevated him to the status of prophethood. They were now this united front, completely divinely mandated to face literally the most powerful ruler on earth. Section 3. Confronting Pharaoh's court, a truly historic collision. All right, the preparation is over and we are entering the awe-inspiring, frankly intimidating, royal court of Pharaoh. The tension here, it is palpable. This isn't just a meeting, it's a historic collision of two totally different worlds. On one side, you've got Pharaoh's absolute arrogance and unmatched worldly power, the wealth, the armies, the total authority. But on the other side, you have the prophet's fearless unity and divine message. Harun didn't just stand behind his younger brother. No, he stood right beside him, providing this steadfast, rock-solid support in the face of immense danger. They were actually acting on a direct, divine command from Surah Ash-Shu'ara. "So go, both of you, to Pharaoh and say, 'We are the messengers of the Lord of the worlds.'" And together, they delivered that message of truth. According to the sources, Harun faced the direct, terrifying threats of Pharaoh without a single trace of fear. None. His presence was exactly the anchor Musa had prayed for. Which brings us to Section 4, the Golden Calf Trial, a devastating internal crisis. Now we are entering what is, without a doubt, the most heartbreaking test of Harun's entire life. And the crazy thing? This crisis didn't happen while facing an enemy. It happened internally, right when the community was left directly in his care. Here's how fast the situation escalated. Prophet Musa leaves for Mount Sinai for 40 days to receive the Torah, leaving Harun in charge. While he's gone, this man named Samiri deceptively takes their golden jewelry and actually crafts an idol, a golden calf. Harun steps in immediately, right? He uses all his power and influence to warn the people against this blatant idolatry. But tragically, the unknowledgeable among them completely disobey him and fall into idolatry anyway. You can practically hear the anguish in his voice in this verse from Surah Al-A'raf. Harun makes a desperate plea, "O my people, you are only being tested by it, and surely your Lord is the most merciful." He is trying with absolutely everything he has to guide them back to the merciful Lord. He wants them to wake up to the reality that this is just a test before it's too late, but they just refuse to listen. So this brings up a really critical question, and it's actually one that Musa himself had when he got back. Why did Harun hold back from fighting them when they openly disobeyed? Just imagine the tension here. Musa comes back after 40 days, sees his people worshiping a golden calf, and he is absolutely furious. I mean, he's so angry that he physically grabs his older brother by the head and beard in sheer frustration, demanding to know why Harun let this happen. Well, watch how this turns into an incredible lesson in leadership. Harun responds with such profound gentleness and wisdom. He says, as recorded in Surah Taha, "O son of my mother, do not let the enemies rejoice over me, and do not place me with the unjust people." He explains that the people actually considered him weak. They almost killed him. He held back from violently fighting them because he knew for a fact that starting a civil war would cause permanent division, chaos, and bloodshed among the Israelites. His profound patience was a highly strategic choice to preserve the unity of the community until Musa returned. Finally, Section 5, the miracle at Mount Hor, a truly peaceful passing. I kind of want to drop the energy here for a second as we move into the hushed, reverent, and honestly miraculous final chapter of Prophet Harun's life. These details come directly from the authentic Hadith collection, Musnad Ahmad, and historical accounts in Tafsir ibn Kathir. So according to these authentic traditions, when the time for his passing grew near, Allah commanded both brothers to go toward a specific mountain, Mount Hor. And entering a serene cave there, they discovered a beautifully prepared room. Inside was a magnificent throne, radiating the sweet fragrance. And the amazing part? It was prepared entirely by divine decree. Following the divine will, Prophet Harun just laid down upon this fragrant throne. And right there, in that state of absolute perfect tranquility and beauty, his soul was peacefully taken by the command of Allah. It was an incredibly peaceful passing. Really, the perfect conclusion for a man who had dedicated his entire life to fulfilling his divine purpose and keeping the peace among his people. But the story doesn't quite end there. When Prophet Musa returns from the mountain all alone, the tension completely spikes. The Israelites, who were always prone to doubt, actually accuse Musa of foul play. They claim he made their beloved prophet disappear. So to completely clear Musa's name, Allah performs a stunning miracle. He commands angels to lift Harun's fragrant throne, his bier, high up into the sky. The Israelites look up and literally witness the truth with their own eyes. They see that Prophet Harun passed away naturally in a divinely honored death, which completely invalidated those false, terrible accusations against Musa. So, what does this all mean for us today? The entire life of Prophet Harun, from his miraculous birth during Pharaoh's oppression, to his fearless support of his brother, to his incredible wisdom during the crisis of the golden calf, and finally his beautiful passing, it all points to one major thing. It teaches us the immense transformative power of patience, tolerance, and prioritizing unity when things get incredibly tough. He was, without a doubt, the ultimate steadfast supporter. And that wraps up our explainer on this incredible source material. As we reflect on Harun's unwavering support in the face of absolute tyranny and internal betrayal, I want to leave you with this question. How can we apply that same level of profound patience and steadfast loyalty in our own moments of crisis? If you found this explainer helpful, make sure to subscribe to the Animated Quranic Tales channel and like this explainer to support more 100% authentic histories. Thanks so much for learning with me, and we'll see you in the next one.